it's worth recognizing that Seeds turned 30 this year. And when you have an appreciation, as I do, for the number of students, the number of schools, the placements, the expansion beyond private middle schools and high schools to colleges and universities, it's really astonishing to recognize 30 years ago, this started around a kitchen table from educators in the Newark public school system and folks in the corporate world that recognized that there was more that could be done. Verisk is celebrating its 50th anniversary as well as an organization. So we're spending a good bit of time talking about what the next 50 years is going to look like for us. What do the next 30 years look like for Seeds from your perspective?
Well, congratulations to Verisk. 50's,
Thank you.
50 is a bigger number than 30. I mean, not just numerically. I mean, that's a big celebration.
I haven't even been here 5 yet, so I'm glad to have been a part of it. But it's exciting to be in an industry where so much is changing. Very similar, I think, the situation that we've just described. But I'm sure you have to give some thought in your spare moments to where you want to see Seeds continue to head over the next 30 years.
Yeah, absolutely. It's actually a really exciting time for Seeds. 30 is a big number, but certainly 50 is nothing to sneeze at either. I mean, you guys have a big celebration here.
No, absolutely. We're thrilled. And I think in a similar fashion, where Verisk is today relative to where it started out as a utility for the property and casualty insurance industry, it's kind of astonishing to see what the business has become. And I've been delighted to be a part of it, even for the relatively brief period that we've been in, that I've been involved in it. But equally, it's really exciting to see where things are headed and the larger role that we can play. And so, you spend, I'm sure, most of your time thinking about how you fulfill the mission on a day-to-day basis. But I'm sure from time to time you're thinking about where is Seeds headed, what are the challenges, what are the opportunities that you have ahead for the organization?
It's such an exciting time for us. It really is. These past 18 months have brought a ton of challenges for us, a lot of things to figure out quickly. But I think with every challenge, there's a lot of opportunities. And now that we're sort of coming to the other side of it, it starts to get easy and exciting to look forward to the future. So at year 30, we're looking at having more than 3,000 graduates from our program. Mm-hmm. And the rate of graduation right now is it's much faster than it was in our first 20 years. We're graduating almost 150 to 160 students a year from our 3 programs. Mm-hmm. And so our numbers will increase dramatically from there. But my vision, and I think our shared vision and our leadership team and our board is always about growth. This isn't about hoarding the gold at all. If we have an answer to something, we want to make sure we're helping more and more kids. And so our College Scholars Program, as you know, you were involved in some of those tough decisions as to whether or not to go in that direction, helping students from low-income high schools into college, has been just more successful than anybody could have anticipated. And so our goal really for the future is to maintain our Scholars and Young Scholars programs. And they graduate combined, 110 to 120 students a year. That's real impact. They go off to day and boarding schools around the country. And then to grow our College Scholars Program. Currently, 40 kids a year graduate from that program. As we look into our 30th year, we're looking to expand that to 60. And for the very first time in our history, some of those young people will be from the Philadelphia area and some of them will be from the New York area. And so we're starting to grow beyond the New Jersey borders. And my vision has always been that college scholars should be graduating 2,500 kids a year. Mm. I always think 50 kids, 50 states, why not? And there's reason for that besides my sometimes irrational exuberance about things. And that is when we speak to the universities and the colleges, they're looking for our Seeds kids. And I said a little bit early in one of our comments, Lee, that they don't have the ability to go into neighborhoods and communities and identify the young person who's going to be successful in their institution. If we can prepare a young person, applications, vet them, get to know them, help them with the social emotional prep as well as the academic prep, get them the test prep they need to be a viable candidate for the institution, and then support them with our guidance programs to get through, those schools are looking for our young people. We have exactly what they want. I remember, if I can speak of one school in particular, in our second year of the College Scholars Program, the University of Michigan sent over 3 senior members of the admissions department.
Wow.
And we had 40 students at Drew University for the weekend. And so I, nodded my head and went and met them, and we brought the bagels and coffee and sat and had a conversation. And I finally had to lose my poker face at the end. I said, I have to ask you, I'm like, we have 40 kids. Mm-hmm. Why are you here? And they said, well, if we can identify programs that can bring us the students who will be successful and complete our institution after we funded them, then we're going to hit the jackpot. That's all we want. And they said, we'll take 50 kids a year from you, but they can't all be from New Jersey. And as we continue that conversation with other institutions around the country, they're telling us the exact same thing. We want the diversity, the qualified, prepared diversity that you're bringing us. If you can grow that and bring us more students, we'll take more students. And they have virtually unlimited resources. And so for me, the vision at 30 is to look forward to helping more young people around the country, to not hold on to the secret, but to pass it on and just celebrate the success of more underserved populations.